Hello there and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Yes, we're back on here once again, going to be continuing where we left off last time. But first, you know what time it is. We've got to talk about Boosteroid, the cloud gaming service that we're going to be using to play this game today. So, without further waste of your time, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets. It is also on some smart TVs and even desktops and laptops. Playing your PC games will be done either through the Boosteroid app or the browser on the device of your choosing, so that no installation of games on your device is necessary, nor do you need to worry about the hardware requirements of said games. Boosteroid has PC games available to play from both the major platforms such as Steam and Epic, and you can play those games as long as you own them. There are also free games on Boosteroid, but to play either the games you own or the free ones, you must have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play them. Creating an account on Boosteroid is free, so that you can get all of the info on everything you need to know to make an informed buying decision. Boosteroid has some of the best gaming hardware out there, so you can play your games at high resolutions and at high FPS. Your internet speed is very important to maintain the streaming quality of your game, so make sure you utilize the internet testing tool Boosteroid has available on their website to see if you can game on Boosteroid. They even have systems in place to make sure you don't lose progress on your saves if anything should happen, like loss of connection to the stream by keeping your streaming session open on your game until the save is made to the cloud. If the game does not have cloud saves available, then Boosteroid has you covered by saving the game locally to their servers, so you can continue to play those saves later on your next session. The one big thing about Boosteroid that has them over their competition is the session time limits. Other than the 10-minute session inactivity timer, there is no session time. This means you can play your games as long as you want. For 5 minutes or 5 hours, Boosteroid does not care. Just play them as long as you want, because your game time is precious, so they don't want to interrupt that. Should you experience any technical problems on the Boosteroid platform, please contact their support immediately in the live chat bottom right corner of their website, or via support@boosteroid.com. That is support@boosteroid.com. Their support works 24/7, and they should be able to help. They also have a really cool ability to see your session live while you're playing to see the problems that you're running into, to then determine how to make a fix to that session. So, really awesome. And whatnot. But yeah, if you decide to get a subscription to Boosteroid, there's a link down in the description below of this video that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you, because you are helping out the channel. And also a huge thank you to Boosteroid for allowing me to be part of the partnership program. Alright, let's get back to the game. Let's go. Alrighty, and here we are, this time with game sound. Hooray! I managed to fix what happened last time. And people were just like, was it your fault that it was broken in the first place? I'm not going to say what it was. Implying that, yes, I did make a mistake. Yeah, it was all me, baby. Anyway. So, moving on to this one. So, this particular episode, we did say last time that we wanted, and I believe this was true, we wanted to get started with oil, because we need oil in order to do oil cracking, so we can get our, like, plastic and other kind of, like stuff going, as well as that will get us the hydrogen that is going to be needed for the next set of research. Because if we look over here, sorry about the pixelation, my internet's not doing too well tonight. it's doing, but it's not doing amazing, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. We got another winter storm coming through, so that tends to mess with the internet just a little bit. But yeah, you can see we've got our matrix labs here, and they are all doing blue. As you can see, we've got blue being made down here. Unfortunately, this is not enough to carry us through the research trees anymore. The research trees have been finished for what we can do with what we have. Everything else either takes blue and red or just red, or other things and red. As you can see here, most of this is blue and red, and these are just the upgrades for the mech. And then, of course, over here we've got the main research tree for the game, including titanium smelting. We got crystal smelting, which allows us to make crystal silicon, which is pretty crazy. Now, crystal silicon, you can actually mine the raw resource as well to be able to directly make those, so you don't have to go silicon ingots into that. And then, of course, we can do diamonds out of raw diamonds or out of our graphite. And there is the advanced recipe as well. And then, of course, over here we've got oh yes, deuterium. Oh, it's been so long. Basically, we turn hydrogen into deuterium, and then we can use deuterium right here. I remember deuterium. I remember having a massive world just doing deuterium. Then, of course, we've got the polymer chemical engineering, which allows us to make organic crystal, or allows us to make crystals. The organic crystals. And then this is what we're going to be working on today, which is going to be the oil cracking. Let's see. Yeah, basic engineering, which allows us to. We've already got this unlocked. Chemical plant, which allows us to make plastic and sulfuric acid. And then we'll eventually unlock this, which is the electronic turbines, which are going to need a crap ton of those as well. I'm just trying to remember everything from my previous games. Hydrogen fuel rod, a very good fuel rod, titanium and hydrogen. We can use that for fuel eventually, at some point. But yeah, so we need to start mining oil. Essentially, we need to start pulling it out of the ground, which we can get from these little nodes right here. We got, whoops. Is it Alt? Yeah. Which allows us to then pull the oil out. Now you can actually see on our map, you can see just how much oil we can produce per second. So 45.59 per second. Now, as you mine oil out of the planet, the one thing you got to keep in mind is this number drops. And the more oil you mine, the faster it drops. And it'll drop all the way down to 0.01 a second, which is almost useless. I'd say almost. How come I can't drag this around? Or do I need to zoom out a bit? I used to be able to... Am I stupid? View. Yeah, for some reason I can't... Hold on. Is my left click not... Is my left click broken? No. Why can't I drag the... I must be stupid. That's all it is. Okay, anyway. Okay. Put items back. So yeah, we need to be able to make those. So those are made with this, the oil not the oil refinery. That's it. There it is made with the oil extractor. So the air extractor is going to need steel, and we're going to need plasma extractors. Now, before we get into any of that, we do need to make some more basic material factories as well. Basically plasma extractors and stuff like that. Now, we are out of steel completely here. This is because our iron node that was right here has completely ran out of iron. So we do need to source more iron here very, very soon, which we do have a decent chunk over here. It's not very much. There's about 900,000 here. But we can use that to temporarily provide this with more iron, so then we can make our steel. And if you see the camera jumping around, I don't know why it's doing that. For some reason, it just does that. It just snaps to a spot. We do have some more iron down here. I would like to see... There's 14 iron veins there. We also got to be very careful. Oh, and there goes the game. Give it a second. There it is. And we're back. Okay. We do got to be very, very careful because the dark fog is on this planet. Like I said, I used to be able to move this around. Is it because of... Let's try that. No. Yeah, I know how to do... Oh! Am I that stupid? I am that stupid. I told you I was being stupid. It's middle click, not left. There is the dark fog base right there. We do need to be very careful of these guys. So if we go back over here, we can actually look around the map for our iron. I let go of the mouse click and it like snaps. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. We got 600 there. We actually don't have a whole lot of iron on this. Well, I have a lot of iron on this planet. It's just, it's so far spread out from itself. It's really hard to... Yeah, this would probably be the best here, is just to grab this. And also our iron here. Okay. That is also running out. And this is the iron for the magnets, which is doing motors. And those motors are then being sent over here and being pulled into... Oh yeah, because they're being pulled into Mark II inserters, which we have upgraded everything to Mark II inserters. Eventually we're going to get belts here in a minute as well, so we can actually transport faster. Okay, so this is a big node right here as well. This is an okay node. I just need enough for... How many belts did I need? Let's go and check. This one's about... Actually, we'll save that for this one, I guess, then. And we'll belt in from here. So I need two full belts. Okay. 2 full belts of iron that are coming out this side. So I'm going to save this for when this one runs out, because this one's about to run out. Like, it's not about to run out. It has 186,000. It's like, yeah, but that's going to run out. We'll use this one right here. It's got 900 and some odd thousand. We might have to rearrange some belt work a little bit. We'll see. I hate that it keeps snapping the camera. I don't know why it's doing that. I think that's a game thing, though. It's weird. Like when I go to rotate, it like snaps back to a specific point. I have to figure out why that's doing that. All right, let's get our smelters on. So like I said, we need 3 full belts, which is going to be, we need 180 a minute times 2, right? Or how much did we need? I can't remember how many nodes. I think it's 8. It was 8. 8 is 240, which is what the belt speed is, right? 6 per second, so that would be 4 per second is 240. 360. Yeah, we need 360. So 360 in half would be 100 and some odd number. 180. Yeah, 180. So we need 2 6s or 12 essentially on a single belt. Okay. So there's 6 there. We'll do 7 here, so that's 1 full belt. And then we'll do 9 here. Like I said, I only need... Okay. I almost want to move this one. I mean, we could put another miner on top of it and just kind of add it in. And I'm in the way. Okay, so like that. And then we'll just put a 3rd miner in this. This is just to make sure that as the nodes drain out, that it does stay at a decent speed. So. I missed that miner there. And I need more belts. Okay, let's go to our mall. We got our mall building basic materials. Right over here. Okay, that's enough belts for now. Like, that's a lot of belts. Not really. Not really, because each one of these squares from here to here is a single belt. Like this right here. This is a single belt. Actually, no, that's 2 belts. 1543. Yeah, that's 2 belts actually, because it's not the belt itself. It's the points between, or it's the points on the edge. Okay. Stop snapping. Okay, so we'll bring these three and then these three. That's pretty easy to do. I'm just going to go to here. We'll just follow this belt line. We need to go in way over there. I guess we'll just, we'll go all the way this way. We'll leave a couple spaces for some more, for like a main bus. Okay, then we'll connect that. Connect that. Go this way. So something like that, and then we'll just follow this main belt line all the way down. And just like that. Now we just gotta let these guys build it so then we can get it connected to that end up there, and then that'll start making our steel again. Oh, we need to spray these. Okay, I do. That's the other thing I gotta do. So I'm gonna have to make a bunch of these. Which is gonna take silicon and stuff. But I'm gonna have to make a bunch of the sprayers, and then we need to bring spray down here so that all of our ore starts lasting longer. It adds just that little buffer to be able to last longer as well. So then I can start, if I bring it all the way down here, then I can start spraying everything off of a single belt for the most part. Alrighty, then we finally have, basically we sprayed most of the stuff. I haven't done most of the mall yet, but what I have done is I've sprayed everything making steel, including the foundations themselves. If we actually look at these, actually, can we even look at these? Oh, they won't pop up. But yeah, these will actually, being sprayed, they'll give you more soil pile when you flatten hills, and they'll use less soil pile when raising the ground up to levels. So that'll work there. And then of course, so we got all this sprayed. I'm actually using all 4 belts at the moment. I actually had to turn this belt into this. I just removed this because we weren't going to use it, because this belt was maxed out. Like it was like empty. It had a lot of gaps and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, we're definitely using that belt to the max. So I just kind of looped this one in and got rid of the other. And then these 2 belts are coming over here. One's going this way. I didn't exactly plan out which belt was where, but that's fine. That one's spraying this copper over here, going all the way down, spraying the electric motors that we're making, as well as spraying, of course, our iron ore. And then it heads down here to actually spray the stone that's being used to make the stone bricks as well. On top of that, it's being split to go over here to spray this bit of copper ore, and then coming over here and spraying these 2 things that are making the stuff for our blue cubes, or our blue research. And then finally it ends up over here to actually spray the research itself. That'll make it last longer we'll be able to get a little bit more research done with less cubes, basically. It's not a huge difference, it's a very small one, but yeah, that's pretty much that. And then coming back over here where it's split, it goes in between here, and it not only sprays the stone for the stone brick, it also sprays the stone brick itself, and then spraying the foundations, and then coming over here and spraying the steel that's being made, and then splitting off from there, spraying the iron ingots that are going into here, and then on top of that, where it was coming through, so we've got that iron ore being sprayed. So we've got the iron ore, we've got the iron ingots, and the steel all being sprayed up. And then the other belt that comes over here just goes across the ocean. I just left it at the same level. That one sprays all of our copper ingots over here, and spraying the... Oh, it doesn't spray the copper ingots. Oh, no, it does. It's down here. So sprays the ore, sprays the copper ingots, sprays the electromagnets, and then just kind of loops around, spraying the iron over here that's being used for making these motors and things, and also spraying the magnets themselves, and then comes over here, sprays the iron ore that's being used for the iron ingots and the magnets there as well. So we got a lot of stuff being sprayed, and it is working out quite well for this factory, and it should I probably could have moved. Probably could have had those sprayers here, but that's okay. Whatever, it works. I'm not gonna bother with this. I actually want this this ore right here, this iron ore, to disappear at some point. Same with this stone eventually, because just to get it out of the way so we can make more factories. But that does make that sprayed. Okay, so next thing on the list, of course, is going to be what do you call it? It's going to be mining out this collection oil extractor. And for oil extractors, we need stone brick. Stone brick, we need stone. Okay, we don't have any stone. All right, let me go grab some stone brick and get those. I was like, I should have a box of stone brick. Huh, I don't have a box of stone brick. That's fine, whatever. We can easily put one there. It looks like there was something was going to happen there, but I don't remember. Oh wait, whoops. I thought I was grabbing the stone brick for some reason. Why is this stone ore oh, I was going to expand that at some point. I just never got around to it. That's probably what happened. Yeah. There we go. That's better. It's like, wait a minute. I'm not gonna worry about too much about spraying this stuff because it's just for the mall for now. Eventually the mall is gonna be revamped anyway. Okay, we'll wait till that gets to a full stack. Okay, there we go. Alright. And then we need... I'm gonna make 2 of these. Okay, we'll make 2 of those and then we can extract it. Now, how far is the pole from here? The pole is here, but as you can see, it's mostly surrounded by water. And then the other pole on the other side of the map is way over here. There's a lot of oil reserves over there, though. If we start mining out right here for the oil, we can use this. Well, no, the stone is in the way. This one be easier because there's nothing in the way. I'd like to build my my oil processing facility. I think that would be really good. Oh, we're also going to need to make a crap load of oil refineries. We make 1. Yeah, I need something making these, the plasma extractors, because the plasma extractors are really, like, it takes a lot of glass and stuff like that. Which I do have a box of glass, at least. Inventory, as you can see, my inventory is getting a little bit full. Yeah. Inventory definitely needs to be sorted. How do you drop stuff? Delete discard item. Oh. Let's just get rid of all this junk. And we can throw that away too, I don't really care. That can go, that can go, that can go. We have 1 million of these. I know it's like, it was a waste of resources. Like, I don't care. And then all we gotta do is click the remove all filter. Or the remove all. And that deletes the stuff off the world. So then it, you know, doesn't cause lag of it just sitting there. Okay. Let's take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass. Let's see, how much does it take to make those plasma extractors? Oh, and then we need electromagnets as well. So 4 electromagnets to 2 of these. These ones cost 3 glass a piece. Oh my gosh, dude. Let me go grab some electromagnets. We'll just make a bunch of those in our inventory here. Okay. Okay. So we make 50 of those. Need a bit more. Let's grab another stack of electromagnets. Yeah, 'cause these things are killing me right now, and I would like to make it. Okay. I'm grabbing another stack. I'll be crafting for a while. As you can see, 373 seconds. That's a few minutes. Okay. Grab another stack. We need these for other things anyways, so. Yeah, I'll make that many. Alright, cool. That'll be a lot of plasma extractors. But then that'll allow us to make other stuff as well. But yeah, plasma extractors, I remember making those. You need a lot of these. These are used in a lot of different buildings. As you can see, they're being used in this. And it's not even showing you everything that they're being used for either, because we haven't unlocked anything else that takes those, so we definitely need them. Yeah, this is working out quite well, though. Alright, I'm gonna make, do we need more belts? We do. Way more belts. Belts. Belts all the way. Oh, we have... Wait, why is this... Oh, yeah, we have ran out of, inserters, too. Very nice. Alright, let me go and, put this here. This here. There you go, they can fill that box. That way we keep making these. Okay. We're about to be attacked here in a second, too. And then we need to make oil refineries. I don't remember how many oil refineries I need. Need steel, stone, and circuit boards. Okay, we do have some steel sitting around because our stone brick production can't keep up. So let's grab a couple stacks of steel. Circuit boards. I think we have a box over here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. And grab a couple stacks of circuit boards. And then over here to the stone brick that we're storing up. Okay. And then, yeah, like I said, I can't remember how many oil refineries. Oh, we can only make 7. Oh, it's because of the plasma extractors, I see. Yeah, see, now I can make 2. I'll make like 20 of these. I think that'll probably do us. Just sitting around waiting for stuff to happen, you know. It's pretty crazy. Okay, we are about to be attacked, but we're just about to... You need 60 of these just to make 10. Which actually kind of sucks. That's 6 per. Alright, we got units incoming. Let's see where they're coming from. Alright, wow, look at them all. So they're going over the southern pole? Okay, so we need to go towards... what is that? We need to go towards our silicon facility. Yeah, so we can intercept them. Alright, let's do it. Let's get it. Oops. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, a bunch of these little ones. Yeah, their attacks have been getting more and more strategic, by the way. Okay, we're just going to target these. Luckily, they don't do too much damage, and we have a shield, so... Oh, there's a bit of lag. There's a lot of lag going on. Hello? Ah? What's happening? want to do manual so I can target them individually. There's definitely a bit of lag going on, for sure. I've got a bit of a delay happening. My structures, no! Okay, there's that one. There's so many here. Okay, if we lose some buildings, as long as we destroy the attack. Ah, can't catch you. Yeah, my internet must be having issues because it's caught back up now. Stop that! Okay, yeah, they're slowly destroying my buildings. I need those. Okay, where are you? And you. Alright, that was the entire attack. As you can see, they're almost level 2, which means their attacks are going to start getting stronger. So we might have to take them out here soon. We might have to shift our focus onto making... Oh boy. Okay, we got a few buildings. We got one building we can't replace. Let's see. I need to make... Wait, we're only making 13, right? Okay. Perfect. So then we'll have those being made. Okay, I need silicon. Need some silicon ingots. Okay, collect all that. Let's grab those. Oh, I have a bunch of ingots now. Oops. Let's see. What do I need? Oh, I need to make some more of these. Okay, we need some steel. Alright, let's go do some steel. Or go get some steel anyway. Yeah, definitely you can see it. It's popping up and it's pixelating and stuff like that. We might not have much time. Yeah, just make the max you can for now. And then once we're done making these, then we can make those. So we can get that repaired. Now, if you have facilities set up, you can actually have, where's it at? It is here. You actually put down one of these here, and this will, it has a range and it will send out repair drones and defense drones and stuff like that too, which is really cool. Basically automating the defense process. And then of course we've got regular turrets as well, which these turrets we're going to be using in order to target the base itself rather than going in with just us. We'll use that to target the base as well. How is this only made 13 solar panels? Oh, because we're full of there you go. Okay. Then that allows us to fix that. Okay. That one is now fixed. And we don't have... Yeah, let me sort this. Yeah, freaking garbage. Yeah, we can throw those away real quick. We don't need all that. Oh! I picked... Oh, I was like, it didn't make any solar panels. Look at all the solar panels in my inventory. Okay. Because it must have destroyed the box. Or they must have destroyed the box. Alright, there. Now we're a little bit better. Alright, you can have all of your silicon back, pretty much. I'll keep a stack of it so I can make more stuff. Alright. Let's go get this facility started. We're probably going to need a crap ton of foundations. We have a crap ton right now, so I think we'll call that good. Do we have much soil pile is the big question. Not really. Let's go ahead and... Dang it. All the buttons. This is an advanced game, man. You need to know your buttons. And we're just gonna grab a whole bunch of soil pile here by flattening out. So the green areas are usually elevated. I say usually, not all the time. But if you follow the green areas, that will get you your soil pile. You can see we're gaining quite a bit. And then let me grab... Yeah, let me grab all that. And then that'll also help us gain our soil pile. Clean this up just a little bit. And one of the places to get a bunch of soil pile, if you're able to do planetary travel, is to go to a desert planet. The desert planet has massive freaking dune hills and stuff like that, and that will gain your soil pile gain will be insane. And all you got to do is just follow if there's any rivers or lakes or anything like that, you just follow it around like this. You can see we're destroying all the nature, but we are just gaining so much soil pile. And this is not even crazy. I usually like to set like in the 10 million and stuff like that. Okay. Alright. I just wanted to use all my foundations we had picked up. But yeah, that just gains our soil pile pretty dang high. So then when we go to do this, we can fill in that massive lake up there with no issues whatsoever. We'll fly over to our foundation facility. And I'm just going to grab all that because we're probably going to need most of it. Let's head up north, shall we? Yeah, because this is north, right? Like I believe the red one is the North Pole, and the blue one is the South Pole. That's my understanding. I could have those backwards, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. If not, that's okay. I'm sure someone will correct me. Ah, stupid pixelization. You see, this one's mostly in water, but it doesn't have any nodes that are in the way. And look how much soil pile that took already, just to fill that in. That's why, you know, like I said, I like to sit in the millions. Okay, so we have to go out pretty far. I think we go out this far, I believe it is. I could be wrong. It has been a long time since I've done this. So I'll just go down. We can go one more. Yeah, we'll go one more just in case. Yeah, this part of the ocean's actually pretty darn deep. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Okay, cool. Alright, so now, usually what I'll have in the center here is I'll have a way to deliver a bunch of resources to me, so to kind of mitigate that, or to actually kind of follow that, we're going to pick a side and exit that place. Yeah, we're going to pick a side and we're just going to build out from there, and that'll be our main bus line bringing in materials. So do we want to go this way? Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this. And this will be our main bus line for bringing in oil and transporting materials outwards. We get it as accurate as possible, so we can just follow it all the way through. Use a little bit of our soil pile here. I don't want to drag it out because I'll end up messing it up. It's hard to do straight lines when you're just, you know, crazily dragging out the foundations. And then I'm just going to do this, fill that in. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's grab some power. I think what I'll do is I'll just follow this main line here. Oops. whatever. And then we'll just go, because I think that's about the max. Actually, that's about the max you can go. You can't go here. You can go here. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do it like this. A little short, but allows us for many connections and a little bit of overlapping. Should we go at the edge of each? So I can't remember how I used to do this. I used to have a method. It is what it is. That'll bring us our power right to the center. Okay, we'll leave that there. And we'll grab our buildings, which we need oil refineries. So yeah, these oil refineries are pretty small. We just need, yeah, we need enough room to be able to build a decent amount of them. 8. 9, 10. Okay. I don't remember if this is how I did it or not. I am unsure about that. Completely unsure. I might move them to the outer edge of the circle, though. That way they're still gapped, but at least... to, like, move them, like, here, because we're not going to be using this. Yeah, put them, like, this. Yeah, like that. Okay, that doesn't work there. No, don't do that. Let's try. I guess maybe, yeah, this would probably be the best. Because this does 11, which will have gaps. Maybe we should have gaps in between. Well, yeah, see, that doesn't line up, and that's definitely not going to. Those are too close. Already tried that spot. It has been a while since I've done this. I guess we could just do this. And then we use the plus key. Yeah. And what that does is it gives space in between each so that we can actually run a belt in between each of them. Because we're going to need one belt in and then one belt on either side. Because one belt's going to be doing hydrogen and one belt's going to be doing refined oil. Yeah, see, there's just enough room to be able to put a belt in there. I don't think this is exactly how I did it, but I think it's close. So we're going to delete one of these and we're going to leave that as the entrance. Okay, so we need to build how many more? Oil refinery. I'm out of stone brick. Okay. So need to build how many? We could just, well, I was like, we could just not have to build that many of them. I used to have a blueprint. That that was specifically set up for this perfectly. Hold on. Let's look at the oil here. So the oil... Okay, so there's our normal recipe, which is oil every 4 seconds. It's 2 every 4 seconds, so that's 1 every 2, and then half of 1. So half an oil a second, which is a 1-to-1 conversion, obviously, for the heavy oil. So we can just go off of that. Okay, half of 1 a second. All right. Okay, so according to the calculation, we can have 12 machines per belt, which makes sense because it's half of 1 a second. That actually makes a lot of sense, because the belts are 360 a minute because it's 6 a second. So you take 6 times 60, that's 360 for a full minute, and then we can just do the conversion of this one is half a 1 a second, and then half a 1 a second times 60 is 30, and then you take the 360 divided by 30, and that gives you your 12. So that's 12 machines per Mark 1 belt, which is what we'll go off of. Obviously, we're gonna refine this down. How many did I put down? I put down 10 there. Okay, so we'll line this up. Obviously, we're going to do the plus. So it gives us that gap. So don't count the one that's already there. Oh, wait. 10. Okay, so that many is how much our belt can handle. If we can get a full belt of oil, that is. Which I believe we can. Pretty sure we can. And then this is going to be our oil belt, so we're going to run our oil all the way around. And like I said, we'll expand this as necessary, but for now, we're going to do just the 12 machines. And then we'll bring in our oil. Let's see. We do it like this. There we go. I have to individually do that. And of course, I'll spray the oil before it comes up here as well. Okay. I always like doing this with the oil, with the oil, because it works out so well. And then once we get Mark III belts, we can actually do a full circle, and that actually works really nicely. And it looks good too. It looks really good. I might have the machines much closer than this, like whatever. And that does leave room for this. Now, one thing you do have to do when you're doing these, I'm going to bring these out to... Oh, we're going to need a bunch of splitters, too. I think we're making splitters, actually. So let's bring these out to here. Oh, we're going to need 2... Oh. Yeah, we need 2 spaces in between because... Yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah. So we're gonna have to bring our machines out this way. Okay. That's easy to do. Easy fix. Just destroy it in 2 seconds. I wish you could do that in Satisfactory. Just select an entire factory and just suck it up into your pocket within a second, you know? So yeah, we'll have to bring it out to here. Okay, there's the 12. That works out really well. There we go. Yeah, we need 2 spaces in between each machine because we got to pull out the... Yeah, we got to pull out 2 belt. I'm sorry for leaving the gap there. That was not my intention. I was trying, like my brain is like fried at the moment. And the reason my brain is fried is because I've been working my butt off to free up my weekend. Like the last 3 episodes that if you watched all 3 episodes of the channel, or the last 3 days, I should say, instead of episodes, let's say the last 3 days, all those episodes were recorded pretty much within the same 24-hour span. I'd say for the most part, not 100%, but yeah, it's been a crazy time. I'm trying to free up my damn weekends because there's a huge project that we got going on for Satisfactory that's going to be coming back real soon, but it's not going to be for that specifically. Just so you know, it's going to be for a different project that I'm going to be helping on, which will be a lot of fun. But I can't wait to get into it. Okay, so pull out the belts just like that. And I'm not going to blueprint. I won't start using blueprints, by the way, until we get into Mark III belts and inserters, and then I don't have to freaking constantly upgrade my blueprints. I kind of do the same in Satisfactory, too. I don't like to use belt, anything with belts for blueprints until I get later on in the game. So anybody can bring those two together like this. Oops. I might have to put my splitters in place. Let's do it just this way for now. Then I can get my splitters in place, and basically splitters, mergers, the same thing, but yeah, we'll just do this for now. But yeah, once I get my, if I get my weekend freed up, or which it is freed up, but yeah, technically it is the weekend. It is the weekend already. Game fast. Then I can work on that other project, but yeah, doing as much recording and editing as I've done the last 3 days, or the last day and a half, I should say, for the next 3 days. My brain is a little bit fried. That way you guys still get your episodes on time like usual, and I don't have to sit there and overwork myself stressing out trying to do the different projects. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then once we get the sorters in place for the first machine, then we'll drag it all over. I actually love these machines. I want to build this in Satisfactory. That would be cool. There's a lot of inspirational builds that I'm going to be pulling from this game at some point, because the buildings in this game are very well modeled. They give a lot of detail. Even though it's a low poly game, they give a heck of a lot of detail to it, which is awesome. Okay, so the one thing before you place this inserter, I mean, you can set the filters after, I think, too. But we want to set what we're going to be pulling. So I'm going to be pulling this one. So now can you see that that's got a filter on it now? If you pull it normally without any filter set, it'll do this. Now what that'll do is, because this has two outputs, if you set it up this way, you will have issues with belts being backed up between mixing of oil and hydrogen, and then trying to sort that all out. It's actually easier to sort it at the sorter, or to set the filter at the sorter, rather than trying to filter it out later. So yeah, and then you just run two belts. Okay, and then we're going to make this belt one shorter all the way around, because what it's going to do is this one's going to do the heavy oil, but it doesn't need to be as long as the other one. Once we get a setup with a single machine, obviously, then we can make it work for the rest of it. It's a really cool trick. I actually played I think it was around 300 hours before I knew about knew about copying machines. Okay. Now, what I usually like to do as well is we'll put a power source right here, and we can just do this. And it looks nice, you know, nice and symmetrical in the circle pattern. Okay, there's our power. Now, hopefully we have the power sufficient. And I don't think I think we're gonna have to add more to our power station, because this is gonna get ridiculous. All right, but yeah, once you have the filter set on your inserters and you have the belts in place, you can just shift click this. Just shift click it once, and then don't click it. Hold the click down, and then obviously hit your plus key so you can line it up. Oops. No. There we go. And then we're going to drag this all the way down over all the machines we've already placed. And immediately, all of the filters have been set, and all the inserters are ready to go. They just need to be placed down. And as soon as they get placed, the filter gets set on them automatically. Freaking amazing. This is just amazing. I know Factorio is the same way, but still. It is pretty damn amazing. Okay, perfect. So then what we need to do is we need to run 2 different belts. I'm going to run one belt, and then we're going to use the splitter merger in order to make that happen, and then we'll have to... then once we get all those combined, then we can actually start using them. And then this will get us our hydrogen for our red research, which our red research takes hydrogen and graphite, isn't it? Yeah, hydrogen and graphite. So we're going to have to make a new graphite facility because we're not going to use the old one because that one's doing our power. But we'll use graphite and a new graphite facility and the hydrogen in order to make red. I don't know if we'll get to making red tonight, and we're still a little bit away from that because I still got to make the other factory making graphite, and I still got to get this one up and going too. So we'll see what happens. But our internet is not doing so good, which makes me very worried. Luckily, we shouldn't lose any data if we do get completely disconnected because Boosteroid saves your progress. If you get disconnected, the server actually makes the game, or actually takes the most recent save that happened, so you always want autosaves on. It'll take that most recent autosave or the manual save, whichever one it is, and it'll actually, if it has Steam Cloud, it'll upload it to the Steam Cloud for you, because the game gets automatically closed out. So it's like an automatic process. Or if it's local saved, like this game is, which is Dyson Sphere local saves on the Boosteroid servers, then that save will then get uploaded to their servers, so you can still have it later. So, you know, you might lose a little bit of progress because of autosaves or whatever, but as long as you've got autosaves going or you're manually saving every so often, then yeah, you will not run into issues. But yeah, I thought we had a machine making splitters. Let's go check over here. No, we don't have a machine making splitters. Damn it. I'm gonna have to get on that too. There's so many new buildings that eventually, well, this mall is really small, so eventually I will have a facility making all the different materials and stuff we need. Okay. Yeah, let me make some splitters and get that all merged and connected in, and then we'll see about the graphite facility. All right, we are under attack, unfortunately, and we're gonna have to get going. Looks like they're coming for my steel facility, so we will go ahead and protect it from there. And I have ammo. I've been making ammo. Good. Oh yeah! Look at us go. We're destroying these units. Bring it. I'm gonna have to land here. So stop using up so much power. Oh yeah, they're getting stronger. They're getting stronger. Yeah, definitely. At least they're attacking me. I have shields, so I should be good. Yeah. I mean, I could just stand here. I don't even have to aim for them. I do have it on auto. Alright, they're still coming. Okay, they're sending it this way. Okay. They're attacking over here somewhere. Oh. They sent waves in different directions. Okay, luckily these aren't too bad. Yeah, I'll address the other attack in a minute. Oh my gosh, they're sending so many units. It's too many units. I'm definitely gonna have to take out that base here soon. Oh yeah, they're destroying facilities. They're destroying power. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble here. Alright, let me take out these units. Okay, it's only 7. Oh yeah, they're over here somewhere. Oh, we got one over here destroying stuff. It's a random... He must have slipped by. Oh, yep, they're destroying power. which is a bad thing. Okay, we'll go ahead and fix that. Yep, get all my drones back. Stop it! There's 6 units left, it looks like. Oh, man. I don't think I have... Yeah, there's still 4 units somewhere destroying stuff. However, I do need to make 4 of those. And we'll get these repaired real quick. Power is more important than anything else, really. Okay. We'll wait for him to come back. This one's got no fuel for some reason. Oh, are we running out? I'm not really. No, we got full belts. I don't know why. Buildings destroyed. That's fine. Okay. Oh, we got 2 destroyed buildings over here. Oh yeah, they're destroying buildings. Just random ones. Oh, look how big this guy is. Hey, he's big. Heck yeah. Okay, are we good? We're good. Okay, so then got 2 more destroyed buildings over here. It's only 1 unit left. Okay. Whew. Another attack has been defended. Now they're still at level 1, luckily. But yeah, we definitely need to take them out very soon. Okay, everything's been repaired. Yeah, I'll have to, we'll definitely have to get to, next time, get to making, ammo and rockets. And then we'll make a bunch of, turrets and rocket launchers and for the belts, and we'll drag the belts down near their base right before they start destroying stuff, and then we'll place them in there. And then basically draw their units out so that their units are chasing me into the turrets. And then once those are done, then I'll go in and directly destroy whatever base turrets they have. And then once their base turrets are done, then we'll go back in and finish off the buildings as well. So you can't really place buildings too close to other bases, or turrets next to other bases too close, because the base turrets will just destroy them as soon as they're built. So but yeah, usually what I'll do is once we get up high enough and further enough into the game where we're going to other planets and stuff, and we can attack directly, is I'll take like a bunch of power with me to generate. I'll get a power source going, and then I'll have the ammo being delivered directly to me through ships, and then those ships will then drop off that ammo, and then we'll build the ammo out, get them close to each base, and then just go across the planet and just basically do a wipe of their bases. And then once their bases are wiped out, then we'll start building factories. Now they'll still set up bases as well, but yeah, they will have trouble setting up bases. I have had bases, or I've had I don't know if this is still a thing, but it used to be that if you put foundations down, you could actually somewhat block bases from being spawned in, or from the dark fogs putting bases down. But there was a bit of a bug to it, and you could actually have the dark fog like destroy entire factories because their bases would like pop in or something like that. I can't remember, but I was having issues with it. But yeah, these 2 belts right here, these will bring down yeah, I'm just trying to get them past that point. They will bring down the heavy, or they'll bring down the heavy oil and the nitrogen, which will be of course sprayed, so that we can. I've already got the spray going up there and whatnot. Yeah, so this will go And I want to bring them all the way down to this point. Because this, maybe not here, but maybe we'll set up a facility somewhere that'll start using that heavy oil and use the nitrogen for not only our research, but also using nitrogen to create the fuel cells and stuff like that, so we can have even better power. Okay, and we'll build on those fuel cells for a while. Okay, drag it to there, drag it to there. Come on, drag it to there. Why is it being such a pain? Can you not? There we go. What I need to do. Why is it acting like that? Let's put that belt there. There we go. That's a bit better of an angle. Sometimes you just have to finesse it in there, just for whatever reason doesn't want to work. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get power up and going, because this is not doing well. I need to figure out what's going on down there. But before we do that, let me get these belts hooked up, and then we'll start getting oil processed. And then that'll be close to the end of what we're doing for today. I do like these buildings as well when they're in action. They're actually really cool if you haven't seen them. They're really cool looking. Okay, cool. So then let's go ahead and grab ourselves. We have 2 extractors. I'm going to probably put both of them in there, because it's only 2 per second at the moment. So, okay, so we're going to need more than that. Let me get 2 more extractors on the go. There. First we need power. Draw some power out to it. Alright, but I'm not going to hook it up just yet. Look, doesn't that look cool, though? As like one of the coolest. As well. It's like sucking the oil out of the ground through osmosis or something. I don't know. I really don't. That one's going to give us 2 per second. This one's going to give us 2.9 per second. Okay. Is there any other oil nodes in this area? There is another one down here. But is there any of them closer to the base? There's one there. No, I think this one might be the easiest to go and put down. Yeah, this one's going to get us 2.1, so that'll be enough for a full belt. And then, yeah, we'll just put that there. Yeah, these nodes don't disappear, by the way. Okay. Draw this belt out and down. Yeah, I want to draw it down to here, probably. And then we'll go all the way down to there. Get that belt up. We'll get all this connected and then get her going. Alrighty then, that should just about do it. Getting both of those connected, and we'll get our power source. Bam. Yeah, everything is connected. Yep, there's all the oil. Look at it all. It's beautiful. And I should get some oil coming down here. Yep, there's our oil there. Okay, that one's working. Go all the way down to this end. And we do need to hook up this real quick. So go that way. Go that way. But quick, build faster. We don't want to miss the machines. The oil's already going down there. But yeah, this should max out this belt. It was like 3 doing roughly 2 per minute, or a little more than 2 per minute. Okay, and then we head down here. Oh yeah, we don't even have it hooked up. We don't even have it hooked up. I forgot. My bad. Yo, my bad. And drag down there. Yep, there's our sprayed oil. Ready to go. I think what I might do is I might swap this out for a reserve tank. 1 second. I think we got, is it 5 spaces? I can't remember how big these are. Yeah, we do have 1 tank. Oop, dang it. Just click the thing. There we go. Okay, so these are liquid storage tanks. So we're just going to put that in there and then pull that out there. Yay! Fluid encapsulation. Hooray. And you can hear it too. And you can even see it filling up as well. If you actually look really closely. Let's see, what was it? F11? There we go. We can hide Icarus here. The drones are just like... Yeah, if you look really closely, you can actually see it starting to fill. The reflections aren't helping. But, yeah, it slowly fills up. It's actually really cool. It holds a lot, too. And you can stack these. To go. I remember we've stacked them quite high in the past for, like, because you produce so much hydrogen, sometimes you just can't use it all. And you just have to store it because you need the heavy oil. And it's just like... you know what I mean? It's going crazy. Okay. I'm also gonna depower these real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, probably be easier to do that. Put this one back, and then is there a world where we can still power those? You can still power these without powering these. And there's a reason I'm doing that is because I don't want them. I want them all to turn on at once. Because when I do this, it would start. I think okay, the power does reach over there. All right, and we'll do our little trick again. Okay, and then plus. Go. We don't have to set filters on these, luckily. So we don't do mixed belts in this game. We don't do mixed belts. And if you do, how dare you? You sicken me with your mixed belts. Of course I'm kidding, by the way. Alright. And then yeah, we'll just drag this out to... We'll drag it out to there. Alright. And there they go, and there they went the power. As you can see, look how cool these friggin' buildings are. These are just the coolest. I definitely love them. They sound cool, they look cool, they're nice. And there's our hydrogen and heavy oil, all being sprayed as it makes its way down the belt. And next time we'll figure out what to do with that. But for now, though, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of our episode, if not past the end. I guess we'll have to find out. All right, yeah, we're pretty much at the end of our episode, at least time-wise. So we will go ahead and leave it here, and next time we will, now that we're producing hydrogen... Some of these aren't being sprayed. Oh, no, they are being sprayed. You just... Oh, it's the sunlight that makes it so you can't see it. That's weird. I can't put a merger in here, by the way, because the belts are too close. Anyway, But yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it here, and next time we will figure out what to do with our hydrogen and heavy oil. There's a lot to do with it, so we will be making all kinds of crazy things, but for now though, we're going to go ahead and leave it here, and we'll pick this up next week. So yeah, as a bit of a side, that Satisfactory will have some more Satisfactory episodes coming out soon. Not on the main game that we were playing, but definitely on a different project. I just can't, I'm not going to say any more on that particular subject. Oh, and before I forget, of course, if you'd like to get a subscription to Boosteroid so you can play your PC games on pretty much any device, there's a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link to get a subscription to Boosteroid, I do thank you because you are helping out the channel. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.